It's gonna start right now. Welcome to another edition of Big Woo Top 20 Countdown. This week we're counting down the top 20 pop songs, and we're talking to our guest, artist Pop Up. You guys, let's get into this countdown. The number 20 song comes from Luke Combs. This song is a very great song. I love it. It's a remake of a Tracy Chapman song. This song is called Fast Car. Let's get into it. Fast Car by Luke Combs, number 20 on Big Woo Top 20 Countdown. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, we did the number 19 song. Number 19 song was Tyler and Water. Now we're talking to our guest, artist Pop Up. Tell me about yourself, man. Tell my listeners about yourself.
Yeah. So you see artists pop up, but you know me as Jesse Tovar. A lot of people know me as
Yeah.
Jesse Tovar. Um, I've been just running around with poets for the past 4 years, and I now run a literary journal called Mobile Data Mag on Substack and Systemic Dreaming on Threads.
Wow. How did you get into poetry?
I'm just reading it mainly in school, whether it was like high school, college. Mainly college is when I like got into it more. I did at one point. I will be honest. There was one point I kind of hated poetry, mainly because I
Hmm.
had to take the class like again in my
Oh,
like
wow.
after I transferred. But
Okay.
but that was more just like feeling I had to take the class again. But other than that, I've always loved poetry. I've enjoyed the craft of it and seeing the different modes and perspectives of it. And then like around 2020, before the pandemic, actually, is when
Hmm.
I attended like some literary events that had both poetry and prose, and yeah, and just getting to talk to more of these poets, one on one, that they kind of like got motivated me to like just to like be involved more. And then once the pandemic officially hit,
Hmm.
and I already had the chance during that at that point, when with the pandemic to help a press, transition their planned in person events to virtual, is what got
Okay.
me into like knowing more and more poets. So, and then from
Wow.
there, just helping out a coffee shop in Pasadena with a reading series for 2 years. Again, getting to know more and more and
Yeah.
more poets. Yeah.
So you said what age did you start doing poetry again?
What age?
Yeah, what age?
Oh, writing it probably like when I was 24 is when I started writing
Mm,
it. Yeah, and
okay.
that was just like because in the first poetry class I took in college, sometimes we were asked to, like, write poems of our own, and
Hmm.
yeah, that's when I started doing it. And then
Wow.
and I was first published as a poet in a newspaper when I was 27. Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. You guys want to talk more to our guest, Jesse Tovar, aka Artist Pop Up. Uh, we're gonna let's go back into the countdown. Number 18 song is by Morgan Wallen. The song is called Last Night. Let's get into it. Last Night by Morgan Wallen on Big Go Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 17 song, the first of many tracks by Ariana Grande. The song was called Supernatural. We're talking to our guest, Jesse. Jesse.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I can't see your face, but it's all right. It's all right, brother. I guess we're gonna still talk. Uh,
Hmm.
I can't see your face, but it's all right. Um, so what happened to what? First of all, what happened to your video? First of all,
Oh yeah. So I just have it off, but
uh-huh,
just for a second. But I'll
uh-huh.
probably explain that in a minute. But let me turn it back on real quick. Sorry about that.
Okay, because
Yeah.
also I wanted to ask you, do you have any books out? Do you have any books published?
So I actually do have a book out. It's a
Hmm.
digital book. It's
Okay.
titled "Talks on Skinship." I would say how to best describe that. It's a hybrid collection, meaning it's both poetry and prose.
Mm-hmm.
mainly prose rather than poetry. There's really only like one poem in there, but a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
prosy stuff is like prose poetry, so like a cross of the two genres.
Mm-hmm.
And then in terms of the subject matter, it kind of serves as a like starting guide to going to Korean spas in the SoCal area.
Oh,
Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Korean spas, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the most
okay.
famous one that people will probably know of because of Conan from like the past decade is a We Spa.
Okay.
Um, and then there's also a Russian spa, well, two Russian spas. One's called Voda in West Hollywood. Never been to that
Okay.
one, but the one I
Okay.
have been to that's also Russian style is called City Spa over on Pico.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Okay.
my collection. So that collection is just about that. If for those that want to try it out, as a New Year's
Okay.
resolution or something to do like during the winter, because I came out with the book officially in late January of this year.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you do you mind a little bit later reading some poetry for us? Some stuff. Give us a section from the book. Do you mind?
I don't mind at all. I'd be happy to. Oh, if I do that though, I will have to turn off my camera or it'll turn off on its own while I'm reading it because I'm using
Okay.
like my phone and all the
Oh,
stuff's on my
okay.
phone. So if you see if you don't
Oh,
see my face anymore while I'm reading, it's because for that reason.
it's all right. It's all right.
Mhm.
And also, I got to ask a question. Why did you choose the name Artist Pop Up?
Author pop-ups.
Author pops up. Pop ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I chose the name Author Pop-ups because I wasn't. There was a moment where I wasn't on social media for a very long time, and
Mm-hmm.
then right around when I was still hosting poetry and prose events at a coffee shop in Pasadena,
Mm-hmm.
I hosted a one-off reading at a different coffee shop, and I noticed that the place that I was hosting this event, they didn't really put effort into promoting the event. So I kind of felt
Mm.
compelled to just create my own social media account to promote it for my by myself. You know what I mean? Like a lot of other poets and writers do to like promote their events that they're doing somewhere. Um, Albeit at times where the venue is promoting it as well, but there are truthfully those cases where the venue will not put enough like emphasis on the event you're doing there just because
Okay.
you asked to do something there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Definitely understand that. You know, whew, I'm gonna ask you another question, but when we come back, well, let's get back in this countdown. The number 16 song is another Ariana Grande song from her new album. This song is called "The Boy Is Mine." No, it's not. Like it's
Oh
not a
yes,
remake.
brother.
It's not a remake of
Oh, Monica
Brandy
and
and
Brandy.
Monica.
Yeah.
No, it's not a remake. It's a different version. I had to look at it, but
Hmm.
listen to it myself. The song is called "The Boy Is Mine." Number 16 on Big Ooh Stop 20 pop up. Countdown, pop countdown with my boy. Let's get into it. You guys, that was a number 15 song. Noah Kanan with Stick Season. Now, you guys, it's time to get into the first extra song of the week. The first extra song of the week is a song, we released it like I think last week. The album was released last week. The Centerpiece 20th anniversary was last week, and this was the second single from it. And also, this is going to be the first single from the deluxe edition of Return to the Love Room. And this song is called Well, featuring MJJ and MAA. So let's get into it. The first extra song of the week. My song, I got to put myself on this countdown since you ain't
Of
got no music.
course.
Let's get into it. Well, by me on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the song Well. I thank you guys for supporting that. You guys can get it from anywhere you can think of right now. Go get it. We're talking to our guest, Jesse. Um, so you're doing a lot. You also have a website. Tell me about your website. Why did you start it, and how long has it been going on?
Oh yes. The Mobile Data Mag. I started it actually last year.
Uh-huh.
Back in March actually. So
Mhm.
March 6th.
Mhm.
In fact, was the 1 year anniversary,
Oh,
and I started.
congratulations.
Yeah. And the reason I started the website was because at that point last year I had just stopped doing like events in this particular coffee shop in Pasadena, and I
Yes.
was doing some other events for a library. So
Yes.
I wasn't sure when I would do like my own event.
Uh huh.
Oh, oh, did I? Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's
Oh,
good. We're good.
oh, okay. I thought I heard like a clicking sound. Okay. So yeah.
No,
So
because I was
I
on the
so
computer.
I had
Yeah.
like I mentioned like I just said I had stopped doing that particular like reading series
Hmm.
in late 2022. So I
Uh
wasn't
huh.
sure when I would do like my own events again anytime soon. So I figured as a way to like still stay connected to the writing community, like especially all the poets that I've gotten to meet, is to like start my
Okay.
own literary journal. So yeah, this is a literary journal, also known as a digital literary magazine featuring poetry and prose from many people that I've gotten to know over the years.
Hmm.
And also, now that I'm doing it, I feel like this is what I want to keep doing for as long as I can. Even if for some reason I feel like I have to disappear again
Hmm.
from doing events, you know? Yeah.
Why did you disappear from doing events in the first place? That's what I want to know.
Oh, like well, like I said, because I was helping out at a library for some of their events, and
Hmm.
then I'm still, just trying to figure out my life in general too, like in terms of like, employment opportunities and etc. That's what I mean, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does make sense. It does make sense. Sometimes you have to work, and sometimes you can take a break from events because of work. I definitely understand that. I definitely understand that. But can on your website, can anybody sign up, or is it a paid website, or do you have to pay
Oh,
for a membership? Or,
it's a free website.
Mhm.
So it's mobiledatamag.substack.com.
Mhm.
With Substack, they encourage you to like ask people to like give you money if you want, but that is
Mhm.
completely optional. So even if you
Okay.
visit my website, there'll be times where you'll be asked if you want to like give money yearly, but no one is required to do it at all. It is free, and I intend for my website to be free as long, pretty much forever. So yeah.
Oh, okay. That is awesome. That's awesome. Get your poem ready, or get something ready, because we're going to spotlight you next. But after we get into these three songs, let's get into the number 14 song. The number 14 song comes from SZA. This song is called Saturn. Let's get into it. Saturn by SZA on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did a three in a row for you. We did SZA, Saturn. Number 13 was Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer. And number 12 was Doja Cat with Agora Hills. That's one of my favorites. Oh, I don't know what happened to him. Hopefully he's coming back. Um, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I hope he's good. I hope he's pretty good. I don't know what happened. Um, dang, that's crazy. Uh, but let's move forward then. He'll probably be back. Oh yeah, here he is. He's back. He's back. I'm gonna add him to the stage. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't know what happened there. I guess when I was looking for the stuff, it kicked me off this thing here. So my apologies.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Take your time. Take your time. But while you're looking for your poem, we could actually try to find. Uh,
Oh no, no, no!
you know
I'm
what?
ready. I'm ready
All
to
right, you
read a
ready?
poem. Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead. Go for it. Go for it.
All right,
We with you, brother.
all right. So the first piece I'm gonna read here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Hello. Okay, so I can't hear him anymore.
You
Jesse?
can't hear me. You can't hear me?
No, I hear you now. I hear you now.
Oh,
I
okay.
hear you now. Go
Alrighty.
ahead. Go for it.
The emperor
Go
has
for it.
no clothes. It's an expression.
Okay. Hello. Okay. That's all we heard is the emperor has no clothes. So you know what?
What
We're gonna
happened?
you faded out.
Oh, I faded out.
You,
Oh,
it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You know what? Let's scrap the poem. Let's scrap
yeah.
the poem. Let's continue with the interview because I should have told you to have it like downloaded. My fault. My fault. Um, you might as well come back on. You might as well come back on. Um, you said your inspiration was the some of the about the saunas that you went to. Am I correct?
That is correct. For this particular collection, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
Um.
and you know what? I'll be honest. It's a little. From this for this collection, I don't read too often from it because I find it more like something that's like more seasonal. So,
Oh, okay.
but I do enjoy reading, or at least reading that first piece I was reading before I got cut off. Because like when I do read it, sometimes people don't know that it's about that because you know of what I'm talking about in terms of like power dynamics between emperor and common man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh wow. Can you say you don't memorize it? You don't know about her, do you?
No.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Um, we'll talk. We'll talk more to you. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 11 song comes from SZA. This is another SZA song. The song is called Snooze. Let's get into it. Snooze by SZA on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was a number 10 song, Ariana Grande with Yes and it's time to get to the extra song of the week. That's all. Well, that's one of my favorites. Yes, and say that shit with your chest. Yeah, that's my favorite. Don't have me sing the lyrics, man. Don't have me sing the lyrics. That's my favorite song of the Ariana Grande song album. But let's get back. Let's get back. It's kind of the second extra song of the week is another song from the. This is actually the first single from the 20th Centerpiece 20th my record label's 20th anniversary. This song was called "When You Dance with Me" because I originally recorded this song back in 2020, and this is supposed to be this was supposed to be on my album 4020. So, but I decided to just like hold it off a little bit and decided to come out with it right now. So let's get into it. "When You Dance with Me" by me, a second extra song of the week on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we're talking to our guest Jesse Tolliver, aka Artist Pop Up. Um, we completely lost your video, but it's all right. It's all right. We got you, brother. We got you. You still on it.
Yeah.
What is one what's in the future? What you got coming up?
So next Thursday, I'll be at Trenches Full of Poets over in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 2-year anniversary of that reading series over at Page Against the Machine, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll be one of the features actually because
Oh
and
wow.
yeah. So I'll be reading maybe two pieces from the book I talked about earlier, Talks on Skinship, that day, along with some other older or other poems of mine. Since I'm gonna be more focused on poetry for this reading,
Okay.
and probably read somebody else's poem from my website, Mobile Data Mag.
Mhm.
I have a lot of cool people on there. Juan Amador, who you had as a guest, is in my magazine, by the way.
That's my boy. I love him.
Yes.
Yes.
hmm
When am I gonna get published? We gonna hook a
Well,
brother up.
let's talk. Let's talk. I think I mentioned it to you
Hey, turn
before
back on your
over
video,
in Santa
too.
Monica about my magazine.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Turn back on your video too. Um, that's how I sneak that in. you, you know, and you know what? I always tell people how I met the people, but I honestly don't remember how we met.
It's all good. You know what? I got interviewed by someone for
Uh,
a website called Los Angeles Literature, and the person
Mhm.
that interviewed me said the exact same thing. So it's all good. It's all good, O'Shea.
Did we meet over at the what's the name of it? The Sun and Sea poetry event.
Well, we both were there, but that's not when we first met. We first met last year in October, back in October actually, at the Skid Row Festival in late
Oh
October.
yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You did
the
your
Lorinda
thing.
that Lorinda Hawkins that day was the MC.
Oh my
Um,
God, I love her.
yeah, yeah, she's so awesome. Oh, by the way, she was one of the authors that read for the reading series I held in Pasadena from 2021 to 2022 that I had mentioned earlier, where I did a lot of hosted a lot of readings. She was one of the
Yeah.
guests. Hmm.
Oh wow, wow. You know what's really cool? Me and her about 11 years ago, 11 almost yeah, 11 years ago, where we actually met because we did a play together called Love on San Pedro. She
Oh,
was
okay.
one of the actresses. Yeah, yeah. So that's how I met her. We've been friends ever since. And then through her, I met a whole bunch of cool people, including yourself.
Yeah, and how we met actually before she got on the reading series was a
Yeah.
customer from the cafe who referred her to me actually,
Oh, okay.
who's a drummer.
Oh
So yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool. And you
Yeah.
know what? You were talking about your son. Give me just one experience that you went through while you were at the sauna that really made an impression on you that made you really want to write this book or
Oh,
put it into prose.
an impression, I guess. Just being there in general is what made me decide to do a collection about it. Because being in a Korean sauna or Russian sauna is it's an out of body experience or more like an
Okay.
out of clothing experience, literally,
Uh
especially
oh.
more so at the Korean saunas.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you get naked.
Yeah, well, yes.
Okay. I'm not mad at you, man. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Okay.
But it's not a bathhouse. That's a totally different concept there. So people
Oh,
tend
okay.
to think
I thought it was a bathhouse. Okay, go ahead.
no, 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 no. There's some differences between the Korean and Russian saunas versus a
Uh-huh.
bathhouse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, people tend to think, and this is what I hope my book can, express that there's differences between those kind of environments.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Because
okay.
in general, people going into, let's say, the Korean or Russian saunas think it's a bathhouse, and then
Okay.
that's one of the many reasons why they won't want to go at all, or even to what you were just bringing up, bathhouses. There's obvious reasons why people don't want to go to bathhouses at all. But again, when you go to a Korean or Russian sauna, it's just meant for you to relax. And once you just get past that part of shedding, I guess your identity through how you put your clothes together, you
Mm-hmm.
just can just relax and just zone out into like yourself, I guess is the best way I
Okay.
can put it. Yeah, whether you're in the steam room, a dry room, or in a cold or hot tub or a warm tub, if the particular spa has a in between tub like a warm tub.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. I always thought when you said sauna, I'm sorry, in my mind, forgive me, God. See, I'm trying to
Oh no,
get
it's
better.
all good. It's all
I'm
good.
trying to get better. I'm trying to get better because I've had experiences over there at the opposite place you were talking about. Well, let's not go there. This is not this type of show, okay?
Yeah.
We have children listening. Even though we can say what we want to say, we don't want to get too X-rated
Right.
with it. You feel me? Yeah.
Hmm. For sure.
Oh my gosh.
But I
Do you
will
guys?
say though,
Huh?
in particular with Wispa, because that's like the
Uh-huh.
most well known in the SoCal area, you
Yes.
will sometimes see celebs or people that have been on the entertainment industry.
Oh, you
And
will.
that's a trippy part, but you
Yeah.
just say what's up to them and that's it, you know, for obvious
Yeah.
reasons. Yeah.
I personally, if you ask me, I personally want to get my groove on with some of them. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. You didn't like
No, well,
that.
here's the
You didn't
thing
like that.
though. So oh, if you want to get a girl with some of them, if it's like, let's
Mhm.
say somebody of the opposite sex, that's not possible because it's segregated by gender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you know what? With that, we're gonna get back in this countdown, and I want y'all
Yeah.
to pray for me too. Pray for me too, because my mind is
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. It's like
my
that's why
mind
I'm
is a
glad I
mess.
have this because it gives you an insight of what to expect. Like it's not the other stuff, that comes to mind at
Yeah.
first for most people. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys. Number nine comes from Zach Bryan featuring Casey Musgraves. This song is called "I Remember Everything." Let's get into it. The number nine song, Zach Bryan featuring Casey Musgraves with "I Remember Everything" on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did a three in a row for you. We did Zach Bryan featuring Casey Musgraves with "I Remember Everything." Number eight was Tate McGray with "Greedy," and number seven was Four Bats featuring Drake featuring Act Two, "Date at 8." Now it's time to get into the independent song of the week. Independent song of the week is by who? Me. This is actually also going to be on the Love Deluxe edition of the deluxe edition of Return to the Love Room. This is actually we recorded this song. Just yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a single or not, but so far we just recorded it, and the album is actually coming out in 4 days. Because we're taping this show is going to be airing on May 30th, 4 days before my 44th birthday, and the album's going to be released on my 44th birthday. So let's get into it. The Love Beat. The song is called The Love Beat. Let's get into it. The Love Beat on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the independent song of the week, my song, The Love Beat. I'm sorry, but since we didn't have a musical guest, I got to put my music up in there. You feel me? Plus, it's close to my birthday. Because the next episode that airs is going to be the episode that airs after my birthday. My birthday is coming up June 3rd. Happy birthday to me. I'm an old man. So, but I'm proud to be old. And we're talking to our guest, Jesse Tulliver. He's looking at me like, hurry up and talk to me. Um, he's like,
What?
this is not about you. This is about me. Okay.
No, you're you're good.
You know what? I don't like that you have guests come on. You sit up there and just talk about yourself. No, I have you here so I can talk about you.
It's
So you said you got a lot of shows, huh?
I've done a
You said
what?
you said you got a lot of shows coming up. You're doing a lot. What's
Oh
one thing
yeah,
that?
and then this summer actually I'm hosting a reading series slash open mic in Highland Park actually.
Oh, okay.
Um yeah, so later in the summer there'll be some features you'll get to catch such as Nicola Garcia, Sola con Carne, um Grace Olguin.
Mm.
And yeah, so they'll be spotlighted while people like you and I that are just like the open micers, just read our bit for a little bit. And yeah, and Pop Pop is a great space. Such a cool bookstore in the Highland Park area off York Boulevard, surrounded amongst all the eateries and stuff like that. Yeah.
What's one thing that you haven't done that you would really love to do?
What's one thing I would really love to do?
Yes, what's one thing that you would really love
Oh
to
my
do?
gosh. Probably at this point, I've actually read poetry and prose over in Northern California. What I would love to
Mhm.
do, thinking about it as in the foreseeable future, is to like do the same thing, but over like in a different state, like New York, like the East Coast, New York, or even North Carolina, maybe. Yeah.
Oh wow! And also, do you publish your own poetry through a website, or do you have like a publisher that you're going through, or?
So my book, Talks on Skinship, is self-published. It's available for $8. If anybody wants the book, you can just email me, or actually just reach out to me on my Instagram, author pop-ups, with your Zelle or PayPal or Venmo, and then well, along with your email, and I'll email it back to you after I receive the $8. Like I had mentioned too earlier, I'm published in different literary magazines myself, such as Syzygy.
Okay.
I'm also in one of the Drifter Zine issues, but I think for some reason that issue hasn't disappeared. I'm
Hmm.
also in several. in several issues of Four Feathers Press.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and then of course in my literary journal, there's like at least two pieces of mine, but I call them test posts because when I created the website, I just wanted to test it out and see how like a poem or a prose piece would look. So, and I just put myself on there as well, but it's only like two pieces because again, like you were just saying, like it's not like the website is I mean the literary journal is not about me. It's about the writers that are on there. So yeah.
Okay, okay. We're gonna talk more to you because I have I'm gonna do something when we come back. Let's get back to this countdown. Number six song comes from Beyonce. It's former number one. This song is called Texas Hold'em. Let's get into it. Texas Hold'em, number six on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was number five song, Jack Harlow with Loving on Me. And now it's time to get into the old school gem of the week. Old school gem of the week is not by me. It's by the birthday woman. Today she turns she doesn't really celebrate, but today is her 74th birthday. I'm talking about the awesome Rebe Jackson, the oldest of the Jacksons, and her song is called Ready for Love. Let's get into it. Ready for Love by Rebe Jackson on the Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, we did that song. That song was called Rebe Jackson, the Old School Gem of the Week. But it's time to get into your business. Tell me about your love life, brother. Tell me about your love life.
My love
Give me
life
two.
right now is just loving all the writers I got on there. That's my love life.
Come back in 2 minutes. Oh, for real? That's awesome, brother. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. You loving on all the writers? That's
But
awesome,
no, like,
man.
but hey, I just wanna, just professionally and their words, not like,
I know what you meant. I'm not,
yeah.
I know. Come on now. I know you ain't getting the groove. You're grooving with all the writers. Come on now. You can't do all that. Come on now. Come on. You can't get your groove on with all the writers. Come on now. Unless you know something I don't know. But it's all right. It's all right. I want you to know. Usually we give like a inspirational minute. Tell me, give me something inspirational that you want somebody to seriously know.
Inspirational. Just keep on going, even if like things seem like unattainable. Like especially in terms of like the economy, how things just keep going up and up, and you feel like your favorite restaurant you're going to is just too expensive and unattainable to go to because like the workers have to get paid and get paid properly and all that. But yeah, but just keep on going.
Yeah.
Just don't give up.
That's right. That's right. Some people really need to do that. Some people really need to hear that. But you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number four song is by Ye and Ty Dollar Sign, Kanye and Dollar Sign, featuring Rich the Kid and Playboy Cardi. This song is called Carnival. Let's get into it. Carnival by Kanye West, Ty Dollar Sign, featuring Rich the Kid and Playboy Cardi. That's a lot of people. Let's get into it. Number four on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did Ye and Todd Dollar Sign and all them people. That song was called Carnival. Number three was Benson Boone with Beautiful Things. And number two was Teddy Swims with Lose Control. Now it's time to get into the number one song. The number one song comes from Ariana Grande, For Your Love. Let's get into it. The number one song by the queen of the countdown, Ariana Grande, on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number one song. How can people reach you, Jesse?
Yeah, so I'm currently on Instagram and Twitter at author pop-ups. And then of course my literary journal, mobiledatamag.substack.com. And then by the way, also if you follow me on Instagram, you'll find a link to the Threads literary journal as well. which I mentioned way earlier in the show, called Systemic Dreaming. That's where I have all the shorter poetry and prose pieces from the various writers that I've gotten to know. Whereas the Mobile Data Mag is like the traditional lengthier pieces. Yeah.
I want to say thank you to our guest, Jesse Telefer, aka Author Pop-Ups. Also want to say thank you to all the listeners. You guys have been holding me down. This is our 310th show, or 310th or 11th show.
Oh wow!
I want to say thank you so much. Thank you. For the past 8 seasons, you guys have been holding me down, and thank you to the Block FM. Who's carried this, and also what's it called, SoCal Radio, and recently we started with again with Kill Radio. I want to say thank you to them for carrying us again. Also, thank you to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everybody who's carrying us. Also, the Podcast Awards this year. I got some news. We've been nominated again for Entertainment Podcast of the Year. I won last year, so we got that coming up. Very, very happy. Also, if you want to reach me, you can reach me at www.linktree.com/OLUSHEYI.BANJO. You can find this show on there. You can find the music on here. You can find everything on that particular link tree. Thought for the week is every day is a blessing, so live it like it is. And you guys, it's time. We always end this with a gospel song. The gospel song that we're going to end this with is, I'm sorry because it's my birth. You might as well say it's my pre-birthday countdown. And so this song was actually released 5 years ago. This is the first single from my what you call a gospel album with the same name. The song is called Spiritual. Let's get into it. Spiritual. May God bless you. May God keep you until we